I don't know why, but recently my bank cards have been blocked for no reason. My ICBC card was also blocked 2 weeks ago for no reason, but there was nothing wrong with my card. Many people queue up at the bank because their bank cards have been blocked. Many people from the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, China Merchants Bank, and Agricultural Bank of China have reported to me that they have been blocked for no reason. In order to unlock it, I then went there and queued for 2 hours to fill out the form. Unexpectedly, it has been almost 18 days until today, but it has not unlocked yet. China's economy continues to decline. Real estate companies have experienced bankruptcy one after another, and the banking industry has been impacted. Many bank branches have frequently encountered difficulties for people to withdraw money. On September 27th this year, a Guangdong netizen posted a video that when he was withdrawing money from a Bank of China bank in Huizhou City, Guangdong Province, he originally had a deposit of $14,000 in his account, but he was told that he could only withdraw $427. He later provided third-party proof before withdrawing the money. When withdrawing money, the teller asked him where the money came from. He said that it was urgent money transferred from a friend. The friend who transferred the money to him was also there at the time, so he showed the transfer record and ID photo. The teller said they needed his friend's original ID card, so his friend had to go home and get his ID card for the teller to check before finally taking out the money. Bank of China customer service said the move was to prevent fraud. Chinese netizens left messages one after another saying that fortunately his friend was nearby. If he was hundreds of kilometers away, he would not be able to withdraw the life-saving money in time and would miss important events. Some people left a message saying, "My wife transferred money to me. I went to withdraw some cash. I also needed to provide my marriage certificate and my wife's ID number." The capital turnover in China's financial system is poor, so banks use various means to restrict people's withdrawals to solve the problem of insufficient cash flow. Some banks require depositors to withdraw money with the consent of the police station. On June 11th, a Jilin netizen posted a video saying that his mother went to Jilin Bank in Changchun City to withdraw money with her bank card, ID card, and other documents, and the total amount was less than $14,000. I was told that the police station's consent was required, and it took a long time before the transfer was successful. The remittance voucher shows that the incident occurred at the Chengchuan Zuni Road branch of Jilin Bank in Chengchuan City, Jilin Province. The next day, the branch staff of the bank confirmed that according to the requirements of the police station in the jurisdiction, if a depositor wants to withdraw more than $2,850, the branch staff must report to the police station, and only after verification by the police station can the depositor withdraw the money. The police said this was mainly to prevent telecommunications fraud. However, analysts question whether the police station was abusing its power. Freedom of withdrawal is the basic right of depositors, and neither banks nor police stations have the right to obstruct it. Each bank limits the daily withdrawal limit for depositors. Some netizens said, "My Agricultural Bank of China card has a daily limit of $142. A Shenzhen netizen said that his salary is $855, but he can only withdraw $285 per day. The netizen below asked in the video, "What should I do if there's an emergency?" Banks are the biggest robbers. Do you agree with this statement? It's not my money that matters, it's the banks that counts. When school started recently, many parents couldn't even pay tuition fees. Because of the limit, parents went to withdraw cash, but they were not allowed to withdraw over $285. The bank said it was a temporary restriction and they could just withdraw it tomorrow. If your card has been unused for a long time, you may not be able to transfer the $285. Many banks now have a daily transaction limit of $712. As long as there is no emergency, it's okay, but what if the children go to school, pay down the payment for the house, or have an emergency and need to be hospitalized for life-saving treatment? When I withdraw my money, I have to go through a process and provide the bank with information and tell it what my money is used for. The bank did say that you can withdraw money, just apply and go through the process. If you run a company, you need to provide a business license, 4 stamps, and a contract. If you are an individual, you need to provide your ID card, salary slip, and proof from the Public Security Bureau. And this application process is not efficient at all.
而且这些申请的时间也真不是那么高效。
A netizen posted a video online complaining that she needed a deposit to purchase a house but could not withdraw money. She was so angry that she called the bank a bandit. ICBC, go bankrupt as soon as possible. Go bankrupt as soon as possible. You are as dark as that bandit. I was in a good mood. I was originally in a very good mood when I purchased a house today. But this ICBC made me feel worse than shit. When I deposit money, you don't ask me why I deposit it. Now, when I withdraw money, you ask me why I withdraw it. And I have to get the consent of the community to withdraw money? Aren't you kidding me? How does my community know who I am? What do you people do when they hear this? They don't know me at all. If they don't know me, I can't go through it and I can't withdraw my money. I plan to purchase a house today and to transfer money tomorrow and make a transfer of $290,000. I went to the bank to go through the transfer procedures. The bank wanted to see my house purchase contract. After that, they asked for the contact of the community. When I called the community to ask, the community didn't recognize me at all. If the community doesn't know me, I can't withdraw this money. Aren't you kidding me? When I deposit money, you don't ask me why I deposit it. When I withdraw the money, you ask me the reason. I can use my money freely. I can do whatever I want and spend it wherever I want, right? It needs the consent of the community before it can be withdrawn. If the community does not agree, it cannot be withdrawn. Wow, this is really off the mark. I deposit millions of US dollars a year in ICBC. If you do this now, who the hell will deposit it again? In January this year, Ms. Wang from Pindangshan City, Henan Province, said that her sister transferred $712 to herself, but she was made difficult when withdrawing money from Zhangyuan Bank. At first, this teller asked me to download a scam app and created a web page for me to fill in. I thought the bank was very responsible at the time, so I answered whatever she asked. Later, the questions became more and more excessive. She then asked my sister where she works, what to do, where did you work before, what to do. I didn't know how to answer, so I called my sister and asked the teller to talk to my sister face to face. She didn't let me withdraw the money after waiting for a long time, which means I have to prove that my sister is my sister. That's $712, not much. She wouldn't let me withdraw the money, so I called the police. Later, the account manager came down and said that she often deposited money here and was a VIP. Then I could withdraw it, which took almost 2 hours. It's difficult to withdraw money in China, but it's also hard to deposit. A woman from Jiangxi posted on a social platform in January that she took $14,000 in cash to the bank for a regular deposit. Unexpectedly, the bank teller asked her where the money came from. The woman said in the article, "I was stunned for a moment, thinking you don't care where the money comes from. If you just do what I say, wouldn't it be over? It's like I stole the money. But suddenly I calmed down and asked the teller, why are you asking this? No one here has ever asked before when I deposited cash." The teller responded that this was the bank's policy. The woman said, "What kind of policy is this? You want to track the source of money when we deposit it? This seems to be our privacy, right?" A netizen who works in finance reminds everyone that when bank staff ask you where does the money come from, you must be careful when answering. If you answer incorrectly, you will cause trouble for yourself in the future. I tried to deposit money in the bank and the teller asked me where the money came from. She asked me in a guided manner, from wages or is it business income? She said it must be answered and recorded in the system. I was stunned for a moment. What a big trap. I work in finance. Didn't I know that I couldn't choose between these two options? Choosing any one is setting yourself up for trouble in the future. I answered directly that my parents gave it to me. So friends, you must be careful when answering these kinds of questions in the future, because if you are not careful, all kinds of taxes will come. It can also be seen from this incident that how to prove that the money is yours in the future is a big problem. In early February last year, a woman in Huzhou, Zhejiang, posted a video on social media saying that when she went to the bank to deposit $7,100, she was asked to provide proof of income and other related materials. The teller said that if the deposit was less than $7,100, she did not need to provide these proofs. I went to deposit $7,100 today, but the teller asked me some questions like where I work, where to stay, where does the money come from. Proof of income is also required. I was puzzled. I neither stole nor robbed, but was treated like a prisoner on trial. so I just pulled out a note and said I would only deposit 7,000. It was done in a few minutes. Furthermore, the bank gave a bucket of cooking oil as a gift.
几分钟就搞定，还送了我一桶。
There are early signs of hidden risks in Chinese banks. As early as 2022, it was reported that banks in Beijing, Shandong, Hainan, and other provinces and cities have restricted or even prohibited withdrawals, and some depositors' bank cards were suddenly blocked.
就在昨天，我的银行卡突然暂停使用了。
Just yesterday, my bank card was suddenly suspended and could no longer be used. I was shopping for something. When I swiped it, alas, it couldn't be swiped, and it said there was something wrong with your bank card. Then I immediately transferred some money into it and it worked, which was weird. Then I wanted to transfer money out, but I couldn't. It showed that there was something wrong with my bank card and it was now suspended. It just blocked without notifying us at all, just like this, all of a sudden. I was scared at the time. I thought something had happened and my money was in the bank. Then today, I immediately rushed to the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China to queue up. Unexpectedly, all people in there have the same issue. It's not just me who has the problem. Many people are in the same situation. They are all frightened and they are all anxious.
这种情况都吓坏了，他们都很着急。
昨晚我老公去买东西付款的时候，
When we went shopping last night, suddenly his bank card was abnormal and we were confused. This morning, he went to the bank early to queue up. He sent me a message that more than 100 people's cards were blocked. He handed in the copy of his ID card and bank card, but the bank teller said it would take half a month to unlock.
但是银行说要半个月。
Many bank branches in China have experienced difficulty in withdrawing money, causing dissatisfaction among depositors and even incidents of vandalizing bank branches. At a sales department of a rural consumer cooperative in Guizhou province, depositors have been unable to withdraw their deposits for several months. Everyone is worried that their savings will be wasted, therefore conflicts often occur. On January 16th this year, this sales department lobby was smashed by depositors. The video showed that the lobby was in a mess, with several rows of chairs toppled to the ground and plant pots knocked over. A depositor told reporters, "The reason why people are willing to deposit money in Bija Rural Consumer Cooperative is because the interest rate of the deposits is higher than other places, and they expect that there will be no problems if they are backed by a state-owned supply and marketing cooperative. But now something happened. Everyone was anxious." One businessman said that he had saved $600 to $700 in the cooperative and had been unable to withdraw it for several months. He said that some people have deposited 6,000 or 7,000 or 60,000 and 70,000 in it. In July 2022, there was a crash in rural banks in Henan, and the deposits of more than 600,000 depositors were blocked, involving a total of 5.7 billion. These banks attract depositors with higher interest rates, and many people from other provinces also deposit their life savings in these rural banks. This financial incident not only caused a huge sensation in China, but also attracted widespread attention from the international community. A large number of depositors went to Zhengzhou, the capital of Henan province, to protest many times. Since it was still during the COVID-19 epidemic, many depositors were restricted by the authorities with health codes and were even restrained by unknown persons violently. Although the Henan authorities promised to provide certain compensation to depositors who lost their deposits after the rural bank's crash, sources revealed that there are still more than 1,000 people who have not yet received any compensation. These depositors said they would not give up their hard-earned money and would continue to work hard to recover their deposits. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, leave a message, and share it with your friends. We appreciate your support. See you next time.